group as well. I want to give you a little background on Heartstrings Counseling and how it came to be where we are today and why we need your support. Our vision is to encourage positive change and personal growth that will brace and sustain the hearts and lives of individuals, couples, families, teens, and children. Our mission is to provide high-quality, affordable counseling on a sliding scale to all members of the community. Last year, we served over 600 clients. We provided over 4,500 counseling sessions. 90% of our clients are from Placer County, and all of our therapists are trained in a variety of mental health issues: anxiety, depression, loss, grief, PTSD, to name a few. Many are also trained in EMDR and brain spotting. Heartstrings is my baby, and it's fueled by passion. I discovered my passion after experiencing a series of unhealthy relationships. First time I shared this story publicly. After 2 short-lived, extremely abusive marriages and the realization that I was codependent, I decided to make some changes. The changes came after a 1.5 years of the decision for me to go through my own counseling process and through the purging of my past. I'll never forget that day. I actually burnt my past, literally. I took a large cauldron, started the fire, and for 4 hours I threw everything into it that was unhealthy in my past. Wedding frames, jewelry, picture, my wedding dress. Anything that was unhealthy, I watched it burn. The next day, my husband, who I've now been married to for 10 years, he was cleaning up the ashes, and he came in and said, "Honey, I cleaned up all the ashes and this is all that's left." He handed me a silver, solid heart. You see, there were 3 holes in the bottom of this cauldron. Everything had burned and melted through the holes, leaving just a solid silver heart. When I saw this, I broke into tears, kind of like I'm doing now, and said, "I burnt my past, but God saved my heart." There's a picture of the heart on the table. That same year, my dad was diagnosed with cancer. He passed very quickly. That's when I realized life was short. From these events, I was determined to set out on a course to do something that would make a difference in people's lives. I began the journey, and Heartstrings was born 5 years ago. One of the projects we worked on last year was the Vegas shooting. There were a lot of people affected who were local, and we provided over 100 counseling sessions and free support groups for them. Our largest project currently is the Campfire Survivors. The program we're seeking funds for today is called the Campfire Survivors Counseling Fund. It was one of the most destructive fires in California history. You all know it burned 150,000 acres and 13,000 residences were burned. Sadly, 86 people lost their lives. Thousands of people had to evacuate and hundreds fled to our county. We have been an integral part of these survivors' lives and a connection point of support. We've already been working with many of these families and have numerous requests from other survivors who are in desperate need of counseling and they can't afford it. They have severe trauma and PTSD and a long road of healing ahead of them. I want to share a quick story with you. I met an elderly couple. They were within seconds of losing their lives as they grabbed their dog and left with just the clothes on their back. They shared with me, quote, unquote, "As we were leaving our home, we watched our neighbors perish behind us. The fire was moving so fast we couldn't save them. It was just awful, and we had fire on all 3 sides of us. We see cyclones of fire and images 4 times a day now, and we can't get those out of our mind. Ladies, this is severe trauma, loss, and complicated grief." Just one of the stories we've been hearing. We are helping more people with trauma than ever now. I've hired 10 therapists, I have 5 of them here, and we are expanding to 9 counseling rooms. So I'm super excited with the direction we're going. We're trying really hard to keep up with the mental health needs of the community. We are asking for your donation tonight in order to provide free counseling sessions to Campfire Survivors, and we don't want to turn anybody away. Heartstrings Counseling has a goal of providing 200 free counseling sessions and groups to these people who've been severely traumatized. We can give 40 of these local families 5 free sessions. The funds we receive will be used directly for the Campfire program, and not 1 penny goes to payroll or salary costs. It's all going to them. If this program and our mission pulls on your heartstrings, we ask for your vote tonight.